for coming tonight. We appreciate you. And Alexandrine, thank you also for coming and supporting us. We know you're not just here for your son, so we appreciate you. Our next speaker, our presenter, Mr. Zack Sidibe, and he's going to talk about how to master procrastination. So all those procrastinators in the house, please listen. Take it away, my brother.
All right, thank you. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you, Zack.
So I got an assignment, and I was so excited about the assignment. While I was in class, and I even probably come up with how I'm gonna tackle my assignment, and I have all those ideas while I was in class, and I was so excited about it. I even went to sleep, think about it. Okay, this is how I'm gonna do it. This is how I'm gonna structure it, and this is what story I'm gonna be talking about it. And the next day I woke up and I didn't put any line, and I went to work and came back, and I feel like I was tired. I can do that probably the next day because I still have 6 more days because there was a deadline. So I kept going, and second days, nothing. Third day, and so I got caught up with my routine, and what I realized, like 1 hour before my speech, I haven't put anything down. I didn't know what to do. So I was looking for something that probably might make me feel good, like could be a good excuse. So if, my speed doesn't come up as the way that I wanted, maybe, I might feel good about myself. So anyway, I went and I did my speech. And of course, as you know, the result came back, and the professor said, Zack, I'm gonna tell you, there's a content, but you didn't prepare for it. You were not ready. And he was right, because that was the truth. And as he was giving me all those advices, and I was, probably turning up and trying to capture at what points I did messed up. How did I put myself in that situation? And I believe that's what people call putting off for the next day because you feel like you have a time. I believe that's what people call procrastination. Putting off things intentionally. I think the word is coming from a Latin word that they call procrastinators, which is mean belong to tomorrow. And while I was doing my retrospection on what didn't go right, and I decided how can I overcome that. So the first thing was making a decision. What is making a decision? Making a decision, which is mean focus on what mattered to me. Of course, we got life, we go to work, we got family, we want to do things that we love. So we got caught up in our routine, but in our routine, what it is that really mattered to us. So that was my first, decision. Make a decision. And the second thing is how I define myself. So what happened to me doesn't happen again. Defining yourself is like Tony Robbins, was saying on one of his sessions. Human being absolutely believe who they are, how they define themselves. So which is mean, what is the standard, they live up for. So that was my second step. And I said, this is the kind of person that I wanted to be. The only person that, that follow through what they say, what they wanted to do. So how somebody who probably a month ago couldn't follow through, to get through an assignment, how can I make sure that it doesn't happen? Because remember, success or failure doesn't come as a giant event. It's a component of small event, like a failing, to make the call, failing to say that, I'm sorry, or as a success, failing, to have a vision. I'm sorry, as a success, it's like create your vision, or, make that vision compelling. So those are the little things that, all put together can get you, the sense of success or sense of failing. So once I define who I am, what kind of standard, so I needed to make sure, I follow through. So those little things that I needed, to work on was what we call also ritual. Ritual is what we do consistently on a daily basis that allow us, to probably back up our standard. As you can see, when people define themselves, if somebody defines themselves as an athlete, there is a muscle tone that we can see because that's visible. When somebody says that I am an athlete, there's a muscle that you can see. And that thing that we're seeing, it's the work that has been done interiorly that can show it. Maybe that person is working 3 times a week or 5 times a week. So people are rewarded in public for what they're doing internally. So what I can, probably let everybody know tonight, one of the main things that, everybody can take away from this experience is to overcome, a procrastination. It just with a small step, one step at a time, but making it the way that making it the way that it's what defines you to be who you are. Little rituals, and if we make sure to build up, the groundwork, I'm pretty sure that it will be okay for everybody. So that's my way that to overcome a procrastination. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. It is said procrastination is the biggest thief. So steals a lot of our time. Thank you for that great speech, Zach. Before I move forward, I just want to give a shout out to a few members of the community. Charmant, shout out to Charmant here. He's part of the Health and Wellness Committee, as well as shout out to Tarsha, another cohort member from last cohort, and also